how to ride the momentum of your union energy without having attachment and expectations. So the short answer to that is you can't really. So you are going to have attachments and you are going to have expectations to some degree, and that's okay. So now you've been constantly anchoring your union energy within, and you already have your masculine counterpart coming back in the 5D. And since then, you probably had more communications and interactions with your counterpart. And as I said before, it's going to show you all your blind spots, but also how you are responding to the energies. But within these interactions in the 5D, when you shift your energy, depending on how you respond, it also changes the outcome of their responses of a situation, for example. So it's very important for you to pay attention how you are responding, acting, and communicating with your counterpart in these communications in the 5D, because you are being prepared for your physical union. Now, at the same time, in your 3D reality, you are going to have, through synchronicities, informations from people around you, which can be your family, your friends, your colleagues, and it's going to give you clues and more information about how your union is going to happen, or where and when, and it might confirm something that you already knew, but you put it in the back of your mind somewhere because you were focused on your work. But now it's kind of confirming what you already knew, or it might be a new information about how your physical union is going to happen, or any indication about that. And so when this happens in the 5D and in 3D at the same time, initially your reaction might be to brush it all off, because you are so used to always go back to your work and to look at anything that is presented to you from the angle, from the perspective of what is there for you, and not get attached and not get expectations out of this information and expecting anything from it. So you're probably going to react in the same way initially. Now, because when this happens, it's not something that you will manufacture yourself. It's not something that you are looking for to happen. It's not something that you're trying to force to build something that you want. It's actually happening naturally in your 5D and in your 3D. Then it's a guidance for you to really step into your union energy, to really ride the momentum of this union energy, and to fully step into that timeline, that union timeline in your physical reality, right? So you've done it internally up to now, and you know all the information and you know how it's going to happen, but you have it all on the inside. Now you are being guided to fully step into it in your physical reality, and you're probably going to be guided to share it or to talk about it with people around you when it's the right time, the right situation, the right conversation, and it's going to be natural. It's going to flow, and you're going to speak it out loud, which you haven't done up to now, because you are kind of doing the opposite. While you were doing all your work, inner work, because there was so much dissonance and discrepancy between the vibrations of you and your external environment, you didn't really share your journey. But now you are going to be guided to do that, to be able to speak it out loud. But it's not going to come from a place because you need to do that, because you are forcing it, because you have to talk about it. It's going to come out naturally, and you know when you are guided to do that. And so that's you being the union energy, that's you living your union timeline in your physical reality. And yes, you will probably have some attachment and some expectations, but that's okay, because of all the work that you've done up to now, and you are going to keep doing some work because it never stops. But because of what you've done so far, you are going to be able to navigate the rest of your journey with your eyes open. You are now awake, so you are not going to be unconscious about going through those experiences. If you go to one extreme or another, you know how to bring yourself back to neutral because you have the information, you have the understanding, you have the emotional tools to navigate your nervous system, your emotional roadmap to be able to come back to neutral whenever you might go into too much attachment or expectation or obsessiveness or anything that might be presented to you. So when you feel this union energy building up in your environment, in your energy field, ride the momentum. Step fully into your union timeline because you're ready and you have everything you need.